Hi fans, thanks for calling, well you didn't call, did you? Thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. I just got through doing the telephone update, so I forgot I wasn't on the phone. Hello. They don't want nobody to know, and I guess I do a couple of different things. Oh, I'm also on Twitter, Daily Motion, YouTube, and on the info line. Oh, by the way, it's 317-335-4688. 335-4688. I gotta look at the phone. Anyway, thanks for clicking. Olympic wrestling coach James Johnson was at WWE Performance Center in Orlando this week. Now, you can read into that whatever you want. I don't know whether he's just nosy or hitting around for a job. But Richie Steamboat, I hate to hear this, is still recovering from having back surgery from last year. He's still under contract with WWE, but it's not known whether he's going to be able to ever return to the ring. I hope he does. And as noted before, talking about returning to the ring, Kane is able to return now that See No Evil 2 has been wrapped up filming. And he's being advertised, though, to team up with Cody Rhodes and Goldust against a six-man match. Well, not against the six-man, but in a six-man match, November 6th, WWE live event, Columbia, South Carolina. And the Shield is working overseas tour right now, that weekend. So their opponents could be the Wyatt family. And certain, there's just the current plans, I guess, for John Cena's WWE return, if you're on your edge of your seat waiting, is October 28th Raw, right after Hell in a Cell, because WWE wants to, first let everybody know he's back, and the pay-per-view, usually the go-home version of Raw after a pay-per-view, is usually a good rating. Anyway, they go to course one and now build the heavyweight title match against Alberto. In 2008, now I hate this. I mean, it's good for them, but I hate this. WWE's total revenues from corporate sponsorship was $7.4 million. Well, now, after 5 years of pushing their PG product publicly and promising sponsors there would be no more risque, things on TV, the number is expected to hit $20 million this year. Of course, they're having a lot more sponsors, a lot more things going on, and revenues go up. And not only revenues go up, but revenues are going up because of advertising. That's going to go up. So about threefold. I don't know. Triple H. I don't know how that works because the ratings is not as good as it was, I don't believe, in 2008. Hey, Triple H, once again, sent a directive to reinforce the WWE Tag Team division. The plan is laid out now to get some tag teams ready down in NXT and bring them up to the main roster, as well as talented guys that's already on the main roster who the officials just recognize are underutilized, and trying to get them going as a tag team, like Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel are one example of a new team that could be out and around soon. All 3 nights WWE was in Abu Dhabi last week. They drew packed houses of 5,000 fans per show. WWE's live event October 12th in Providence, Rhode Island did 4,500, while October 13th show in Philadelphia drew about 6,000 fans for about a $300,000 gate. And one reason I think they go over there, I'm not sure how their ticket prices compare to ours, but I think they bring home a little bit more money than they do with the expenses here. There's a lot of expenses in traveling. Regarding signing up new talent, there's no hard, fast rule, but there's belief within WWE now that they have enough small guys. And the problem with the business is there's already too many of those, and not enough big guys. Unless someone is really good, WWE is looking to sign small guys right now. They also don't want to sign Ring of Honor guys right now, but that doesn't mean Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards won't get picked up, because they're looking for some good wrestling. And they, of course, whenever you see Big Show and Kali, they're just awesome to be able to see in person too. and to take around, and it's just impressive, sort of like a circus feeling, but he's not a very good wrestler. Show is, but not him. There's a feeling that guys who work independent and travel and have somewhat of a name already have bad habits. And if they're at a higher level, if WWE signs them, even if they agree to take a pay cut to WWE entry level, that the talent won't be happy overall in the long haul. And it's also said in WWE want talent to know that they can get fired, go back to the indies, and be successful without WWE. They want guys with the impression that their careers in wrestling depend on making it in WWE. That's what I've always said, is whenever they send them down to the performance center, it's not because they've never wrestled before and they're training the people to wrestle. They retrain them the way WWE wrestles. It's kind of hard to, whenever you go to bump, you're always on a certain side of the guy, and it's hard to explain. Not really. It's hard to do. An internal WWE memo from a few years back recently leaked and stated a few things of kind of interest. Here's a few of the things. This is kind of inside stuff. Vince McMahon says no longer wants "granddaddy of them all" used as describing WrestleMania, feeling that it makes WrestleMania feel old and dated. Never noticed it. I guess they do quit doing it. Nobody uses the phrase choke for a submission move. Undertaker's Hellgate was the only time triangle submission was named triangle submission hold. Producer Kevin Dunn stated that the announcers can no longer use the phrase title changes hands, even though it does. Vince banned the use of terms of 5-star match and match of the year as a part of the memo banning those terms. Anyway, Vince also wanted all the announcers to stop reading the dirt sheets with the idea that it influences what they say. How many of this actually came true? Anyway, Stephanie McMahon sent out a memo for announcers never to use the phrase "the referee didn't see it" when a heel, is doing something behind the referee's back. She wrote that it makes it seem like the announcers are treating the fans like they were in grade school. And Stephanie refers to the referee's vision was impaired or the referee's vision was blocked. Also, never use the word hatred or hate when describing a feud. Announcers should never say talent doesn't care about winning the match. Picky, picky, picky. I don't know whether that's just satisfying them. All right, maybe whatever they say. Hey, tickets for Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in Miami are not selling at near the sellout pace as normal. And WWE's officials are disappointed with the puzzled that Brie Bella isn't given over more as a babyface. They couldn't understand why there wasn't more sympathy for Brie when Tamina Snuka was beating her up this past week. It's kind of probably got to do with maybe who her dad is. As noted, Vince McMahon made the decision for Cody Rhodes Goldust to win the tag team titles from Seth Rollins and Reigns on Monday's Raw instead of Hell in a Cell. Apparently, Vince wasn't happy that only heels have titles. See, they think out stuff a little bit too much, I think. You worry too much. After teasing a babyface return on last week's SmackDown, Damien Sandow was back working as a heel on this week's episode of Main Event when he defeated R-Truth. And it was noted by someone in WWE how interesting it was when officials wanted luchadors to face Los Matadors. Instead of using Sin Cara, but they put Tyson Kidd under a mask and Ricardo as El Locos. Well, it's been noted that John Cena is Big E Langston's biggest supporter within WWE, and when Cena gets back from injury, look for Langston to be featured on WWE TV more. This goes with that the reported on SmackDown spoilers this week. We'll see how that works. I know they're trying to build him up, and they haven't done much with him. I don't know why, unless he's still learning. All new WWE contracts reportedly now has a morality clause in them. Basically, if a talent has inappropriate photos or videos that can be found online or in print, they will not be signed. They will have to sign a deal saying that there's no such material exists, and if it happens to be found out, not only will they not be hired, but they'll be blacklisted from the company. WWE currently they're working on a Rey Mysterio DVD to be released in 2014. And let's change the channel for just a second. Hang on. TNA has released the, believe it or not, the first ever Dixie Carter T-shirt. I wonder if it comes with little bumps. I don't know. And tonight's episode of Impact Wrestling, the final show before Bound for Glory, is going to be featuring Samoa Joe taking on Chris Sabin. Gunner taking on Knox. See, contract signing between Bully Ray and AJ Styles, plus Young versus Daniels versus Robbie E versus Hernandez, with the man that gets the first pinfall or submission earning the advantage in Bound for Glory pre-show gauntlet match. TNA had to cancel their November 1st live show in Battle Creek, Michigan due to poor advance, and TNA has 4 regular live events between now and the end of this year, 2013. Mount Pleasant, Michigan on November 2nd, Canton, Ohio, November 8th, Toledo, Ohio, November 9th, and Lowell, Massachusetts on December 29th. I think so. December 29th. MA. Is that Maine? No, that's not Maine. That's not Michigan. MA. Whatever state that is, I forget. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.